Okay, so next bit is, fudge, bamboo barley, 2 tablespoons. Christ, that's a lot. I need to go pull up a recipe card for that. However, not product placement. Ta-da! Yeah, totally didn't get this when I was on honeymoon. Sensational! Sensational! So, hey kids and kittens, welcome back to another Game with Dougan. I'm not sure what's the right title for this piece. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm doing two things here. I'm doing prep work for dinner and also curing salmon as well. It should be some kind of demonstration. Here's what I'm curing and here's what dinner's going to look like. For those who want to see who instantly right now want to see all the progress shots on doing cured salmon, check Instagram. Namely, it was at some point some part of gamer who rock climbed, who then went for crocheting, come foodie, and then it's all just been muddled up in a bit over the years. And also, yes, I'm using Python to edit down. For case in point, it's based on pure sound, not on the visual. Though I will look at some point, obviously, or waiting to see if something physically moves to detect. But right now, cutting out silent bits is the most effective use of Python, in my opinion. And this is a mixture of Python and FFmpeg to take video file, remove all the silent bits, which I'm still pissing around with, just sporadically. I've been enjoying The Witcher 3, which brings me to my next bit, obviously. Well, no, it's not bringing me to the next bit, or does it? Namely, I finished The Witcher 3 base game. And yes, I'm going to make myself a bit of a... I'm taking it Irish, well, I'm cooking Irish, although I'm using something Belgian. He said. That's depressing. Yeah, it comes with a cork, this one. So we are not product placement, 8.4%, and it's just shy of a litre as well. So cheers. Remember, kids and kittens, drink responsibly. And yes, the whole kids and kittens references a throwback to in days gone by when I actually referred to people watching this video or these videos. Kids. I know at one point I used hello chaps, and right at the very, very start of it, hello freaky darling. But obviously that freaky darling's reference was referring to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, where the Invisible Man was sending a radio signal via. Hopefully that didn't get it down because of Python and my stupidity there. Yeah, so I was going somewhere with that. Obviously, maybe I should have just not had the apple salad. Yes. But first things first, I'm making cured salmon. I'm also making two other announcements. Well, I say finished with 3. Did a boo-boo when I was playing the King Assassination mission. Obviously Reason of State, where I actually sided with Dijkstra. By siding with Dijkstra, you end up with the same outcome at the end of the game as if you hadn't done Reason of State. Now, Dijkstra is a complete asshole. He grabbed political power and made sure that obviously Nilfgaard lost the war. Now, obviously people watching Netflix right at the moment, they're thinking, well, of course we want Nilfgaard to lose because of being police asshats. And yes, there's a weird world in my hair there. Obviously, not as yet had a haircut, that's trivial, hence why I wear the cap. Cap stays on, just like your mask should stay on, or some kind of face shield when you are... Yeah, and I also need to start casually tapping on this. I've got a recipe card of what I need to be making. I was trying to say it's going to start raining because I've got washing on my line. You can see my train of thought just randomly running off here. 1/4, no, I don't need any of the salmon. What I need for the salmon is a measuring scales. Check. Bowl. I'll say impurity-free salt. I'm going with just generic sea salt here. Which is the idea, obviously it is impurity-free, but you know, who knows these days? Okay. But I haven't opened one. Fair enough. What's my salmon weight up in anyway, mind? 500 grams. Cool. Mind you, I'm surprised I told the fish I'm going to give me 500 grams of salmon. Why am I surprised? But generally, rule of thumb is I tend to find using 10% mass of the fish in salt and sugar ratio. So if I got 500 grams of salmon, I use 50 grams salt, sugar, 9. Wait, that's depressing. Oh, I know what I could have done instead. Just weigh fudging bowl instead. Right, the bowl weighs 291 grams. How retarded are you, Andrew? Okay, then well over that. Just make sure you do equal parts salt and sugar. So at the moment I've got 609 grams of salt. Russell. So I now need to get myself another 600 grams of sugar. Basic math. And this is what I've had the most success with when curing salmon. I've also randomly had a Swedish guy ask me why was I making Gravlax. I think because I can. Granted, obviously, ethically, I didn't like the idea of how much waste there was with smoked salmon, and how white do I sound, or how thirstful do I sound and complain. Obviously, there's too much ethical waste when it comes to smoked salmon. For people who are wondering with regards to the carbon footprint allowance when it comes to just regular salmon, you're looking at, for every kilo of salmon, 11 kilos of carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere. And I always know that, I crunch off of this. I can show you the workings of this later, or if I'll put it in the comment section, I'll put it in the description, and if I forget to, comment below that the calculation of avocado, and that's always baffled the fudge of me, but all the meat eaters are saying, oh, avocado is so bad for the environment. The math of it is that for every kilo of avocado, it's released 2.6 kilos. Actually, I'm just going to check. Hang on, 2.6. So obviously, this is meant to be some kind of realistic. No, avocado. Cool. 2.5 kilos. So for every kilo of avocado, 2.5 kilos carbon dioxide. Which, when you do the math, I was going to say salmon is over 4 times worse than avocado. So the next time some asshole tells you that avocados are bad for the environment, I've done the math. It's 2.5 kilos carbon dioxide released kilo of avocado, whereas salmon is beyond 11. Actually, hang on. This I will see about putting an infographic on the screen at this point because I saved this. This one drives me so nuts. I want to make sure you are safe. You are safe. Because I'm also was queuing sound. I'm also president shit. Called it a 6 hour. Onto this a little bit faster. Yes, yes, you do. Let's load the favorites. And our survey says so. Salmon is 11.9. So basically, salmon is almost 12 kilos of carbon dioxide per kilo of salmon, and that's not even including the smoking part of salmon. Yes. Hence why I feel quite morally just when I make my own cured salmon in cutting down CO2 emissions. Yes, I'm one of those annoying kids, but I'm thinking future-wise, I don't want to be taking over my planet. So chicken is 6.9 kilos per 1 kilo chicken. Turkey, 10.9. Cheese, 13.5. So, sorry if you like your cheese. That's worse than salmon. And beef, 27 kilos of carbon dioxide per kilo of beef. And here comes the real shit. Lamb, 39.2. So, the most wasteful thing for you to be buying for CO2, in my opinion, when it comes to eating something, is lamb. Yes, I sound like a fucking vegan. Trust me, I'm not. Because I'm prepping fudging salmon right now. I'm also going to be doing nice tuna steaks, barley style. Hence why, drumroll, we had that, okay? Although, granted, I'm using a recipe card for when I went to Bali and we actually were taught how to cook recipe X, Y, and Z, Balinese style. Granted, it was more case, here's one person, go do chop, 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 now turn around, let's go do something else. And all the workers at the back go, okay, let's tidy this away, let's put this on fire, let's put this on the stove, let's grind this down. Oh, you need to be mixing that together. So, stage 2. Who here watches Binging with Babish? Tiny whisk. Equal parts sugar and salt mixed together. Now that's the curing part itself. I'm going to add to that ground juniper berries and coriander and pepper and a splash of gin. Yes, I'm making some potatoes. I do appreciate it. Don't care. I'm also using bird's eye chilies. And dill. Don't forget the dill. Oh god. Because I'll say traditional Gravlax, which literally translates as buried fish, gravel shoveled lax salmon. So whenever you hear people talk about, oh, I got the lax, referring to salmon, cured salmon, and I hear moving upstairs, which probably tells me it's getting close towards somebody finishing work. So yes, I'm doing house husband things whilst my wife is work home. But whilst I casually talk about this, in the news at the time of me recording this, there is talk that as I was talking, obviously, Boris Johnson is looking to break international law to action Brexit. What? Along with other bits, the inherent paradox of Brexit is obviously any government that's confident of actually delivering Brexit wouldn't deliver Brexit. Obviously, if this is too noisy, then I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I can't strip this out and this. I can't strip this bit out from what you want. But I might need to do something with it sooner because it's getting closer to that time when I need to actually be cooking food, not prepping salmon. And you ground coriander seeds in with the salt and sugar. In addition, they've implemented a new rule that you can't meet up with more than 6 people. So if you're 6 people, you're fine with. So if you are the 7th person, you're not allowed. Hence why at some point, S Club 7 was trending on Twitter. I have not heard anything from S Club 7 ignoring Christmas time because all their Christmas hits just seem to flow on out. Or when they're doing celebrity, whatever it is, and someone does something racist and then the whole internet connection, internet seems to be up in arms about crap again. I know it sounds mean when I say it like that, but S Club 7 can't be done. Unless, of course, you're in a pub, a restaurant, you're at work, you're after school, at college. The joke being is anywhere you can conduct financial commerce, you're allowed. Basically, if you're having a dinner party with 7 people, that's not allowed. That's what's currently in the press at the moment, and that's based on me listening to a number of political commentators on YouTube. And yes, you can argue I am naturally biased to different types. Also, so I'm not going to put bird's eye chilies into this. I'll use Kashmir. I might use a dash of Kashmir actually. Grind. But it's. I saw one person say it was on Twitter. I thought it was a fantastic line. Namely, I would feel safer if coronavirus/COVID held a press conference and explained how they're going to protect us from the government. And you could use that for British government or American government. Because in all fairness, at the moment, we are less than 90 days to the American election. And it's almost like Trump and Biden are on equal footing. And I hope this isn't going to be some kind of indictment, obviously, of how stupid people are too. That in the middle of a pandemic, you're going to vote for someone who actually wants to fuck you over even further. Oh, in other good news, main channel, Dougan got blocked. That's the URL. If you can still type into YouTube, into the actual address bar, I'm going to also youtube.com/Dougan got blocked. Yeah, that account, which now has a massively stupid channel /UCC. That's to be monetized again. I have not attempted to monetize any new videos I posted on there because of the bullshit that comes with YouTube. And my current plan is to actually write to the admin team there, says hi, just to check. I want to comply with the rules and policy, but every so often I get randomly kicked out for reusing content before I even attempt to monetize anything else. And in all fairness, most of the stuff that's coming, that's earning, anything that's actually earning revenue is two videos. One from 2013, which was my part of a Swarm cinematic gameplay compilation, which I know a while back I came into flack from Eyes and Eye about. Yeah, that dude is just gone catastrophic. He's really high up there. And I'm just a irrelevant YouTuber who tests eyes with it. But hey, I do this for fun, just to clarify. But hey, that got remonetized. Yeah, the second was hit video is obviously massive amount of clickbait when I actually just stitched all of the cinematics from the StarCraft 2 franchise. So Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, Whispers of Oblivion, which was that sneaky one they just shoved at the start of Legacy of the Void, and then Legacy of the Void. The pure cinematics. Be interested. What's up? Is this where you should clip in some bit where you hear Marcy say, You're gonna hear PewDiePie's part of this video. Bring in. No. I'm with Pepper! Maybe you don't hear the dog. Maybe I'm just randomly talking to a dog and you can't hear me talking. You can't hear the dog. That'd just be really awkward. It's also 5 to 6, and I need to get on to actually doing the dinner, not just curing salmon. So budget. I'll do a link video on the main account of just me using this super high cut YouTube poop style and the Python editing version on the youtube.com site. So I've gone tangent. Ciao.